Hey Mixers, welcome back to another NFL player props video. Today we're doing touchdowns, touchdown calls. These are early touchdown calls. We'll probably have a few added in here. We didn't do so great in the touchdown market, but I did tell you, it's kind of a hard market to predict, but it's fun. So I like to bet in it. I have, way too many bets in it again this week. So if you just want to fade me, go ahead. But let's jump into the recap. All right, so last week, these are the early touchdown leans that I gave you. Ashton Genty plus 1.5. We got him at plus money, and I told you, we're not going to be getting him at plus money a lot this season, and we are. So I was taking it, and that did cash. Touchdown parlay with Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley, that cashed easily. And then AJ Brown obviously only had the one catch, so that was a horrible call. Rashid Shaheed, I think he could have had that one. He did miss a deep ball that would have gone for a touchdown. But Spencer Rattler sucks, man. The Saints are miserable. I knew that going in, but I wanted to take a shot because the price was amazing, $330 for a player like that. Touchdown parlay plus 340, A-Chain, McCaffrey, and Gibbs. That one did not hit. A-Chain was the only one there who scored a touchdown. So kind of crazy there that the other two could not get it done. So some other misses that I gave out. I should not have done this, you guys, and I'm not going to fall for it again this week. So we lost 2 units on our Steelers-Jets touchdown ladder to 0. I bet under 4, under 3.5, under 3, under 2.5, etc., all the way down to 0. And that whole ladder was 2 units. So I managed my money still, but we did lose the whole thing. So I won't be doing that again. They had a great game. Everyone was able to score. And then we didn't get Malik Neighbors, Tedero McMillan, or RJ Harvey. So those were all losses as well. That puts us at down 4.7 units on the season for touchdown bets. We are up overall, but for touchdown bets, we are digging ourselves out of a hole here. So let's just jump in and get Bijan Robinson here, one of the best players in the game, in my opinion, the RB1 on the season for fantasy football. And they're giving it to us at minus 110. That's insane. Yeah, let's take that. Bijan played great. He did have a touchdown in the first game, and now Drake London and Darnell Mooney a little bit hurt. I expect them to play, but you never know. They are traveling to Minnesota, so Minnesota's no cakewalk, but the Bears were able to get a touchdown against them, rushing touchdown on the ground with Caleb Williams. So Penix isn't really much of a runner here. And yeah, I think he's going to give it to Bijan. So over in 61% of games this season and last season. He had one against the Vikings last season in Minnesota. So he can do it. And this price is incredible for Bijan. So we'll take that. Or Bijan, sorry. I got to get used to calling him by his correct name now that we know how to pronounce it. All right, Jonathan Taylor for a touchdown at plus money against the Broncos. We're going to take that. He's over 64% of the time in home games. He did not have a touchdown against the Broncos last year in Denver when they did play. So just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna jump on him for plus 100. I don't think we're gonna see Jonathan Taylor at plus money very often. And I honestly was a little bit not impressed by the Broncos the other day. I thought they would be a little bit more dominant. Now, it might just take them a second to get rolling here. I do still like the Broncos to win this game, but I like JT to get in the end zone one time. All right, Nico Collins touchdown plus 135. I actually hate the price here. I wish it was a little bit more. But he's over in 50% of the games he played last year, 6 out of 12. This is a very juicy NFC South matchup. You have to bet touchdowns against the NFC South because they just allow touchdowns. So I don't know who the touchdowns are going to go to, but the Texans are going to score here. Probably once through the air, probably once on the ground. So I'm going to take the best player on the team, Nico Collins. Yes, I said the best player on the team, better than CJ Stroud. Nico Collins is the best player there, in my opinion, at plus 135. Ladd McConkey plus 155. This is, obviously a little scarier because he hasn't really hit this, but in division matchups last year, he was 50%. So he got one with the Raiders last year and didn't get one in the other game. And then he got one with the Chiefs last year and didn't get one in the other game. This year so far, he obviously has only played one game against the Chiefs and he did not get a touchdown, but Quentin Johnson did get 2 touchdowns. So I think I like Ladd McConkey here against a bad secondary. I do think there will be some game scripting here for Ladd McConkey to get a touchdown. So, when you're playing the game and there's only one open player or whatever, you throw it to him. And that was QJ in the last game. Obviously, they scheme people open and things like that. But in this game against the Raiders with a horrible pass defense, horrible secondary basically is what I meant to say. I do think the coaches here are going to be like, hey, let's get Ladd a touchdown. So I'm going to throw that in there for plus 155, but that one is pretty risky. I have a little touchdown parlay for you again, plus 172 for A-Chain and McCaffrey to get touchdowns. I love betting on these dual threat players here, and we already bet on Bijan, so we'll just leave him out of the parlay for now. And we got a good price on him too. So A-Chain here is going up against the Patriots. Ashton Jeanty was able to get a touchdown on the ground against him. Obviously, the Raiders had a good day against the Patriots, so I like Devon A-Chain here. I also like Tyreek Hill. It's just I like A-Chain better. And then Christian McCaffrey is on a touchdown drought. It's been 6 games going back to last season since McCaffrey had a touchdown. And we're 2 seasons removed now from when he had just that incredible touchdown season. So I think he deserves one here. He's practically the only healthy player on his team. He's down his quarterback. He's down, a pass catcher in Juwan Jennings is hurt. George Kittle is hurt. And so, yeah, I think the 49ers might have a little bit of a problem here against the Saints. I do still think that they win, and I do think McCaffrey finds the end zone at least one time. So we'll take that in the TD parlay. And then this is the crazy one of the week for now. RJ Harvey touchdown plus 175. Guys, I'm betting on this until he hits for me because I drafted him in every fantasy football league I have. So it is what it is. They're going up against the Colts. A-Chain was able to get in last week. So is it going to be J.K. Dobbins again who gets in? Probably. But I'm going to bet on RJ Harvey for plus 175. They really need to get him going. They didn't really invest a lot in him necessarily, but I think Sean Payton really likes him, and I really want to see him get more involved. So for now, that is what I have for you guys. I usually like to sprinkle like once in the 200s and then once in the 300s, but I wasn't seeing anything that I liked for that. Not all the lines are up yet. Typically, that's going to be like a tight end or kind of like a third wide receiver or something like that, or like the backup running back. You're going to find them at those numbers. I'll keep an eye on it, and if I see anything that I want to bet, I will for sure let you know. But for now, these are the touchdown calls that I'm rolling with in week 2. Let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure, if you want to get in for the cash prize giveaway, just comment which 2 out of these you think are going to hit. The touchdown parlay counts as 1 bet. And then if they do hit, then you will be in the running for that cash prize giveaway with whoever else also commented. All right, thanks, guys.